Dong Energy has been a pioneer in the offshore wind industry for more than 20 years. We are the market leader in offshore wind and are involved in more than half of the current operating offshore wind farms worldwide. The UK is one of Dong Energy's primary markets, having committed to over £5 billion of investment in the UK to date. By 2020, the UK government aims to generate 15% of the UK's energy from renewable sources and to reduce the cost of offshore wind to £100 per megawatt hour. In line with this, Dong Energy's long-term vision is to lead the transition to a lower carbon energy mix. We are committed to reducing the cost of electricity from offshore wind by 35 to 40% from 2020 compared to 2012. In December 2013, Dong Energy acquired the Racebank offshore wind farm project from Centrica and is now taking the project forward. Dong Energy has worked closely with Centrica to develop a thorough understanding of the project, and we have planned some additional studies and surveys this year to enable us to finalise the project plans. Onshore construction will begin in early 2015, and offshore construction would begin in 2016. Racebank offshore wind farm could cover an area of 29 square miles, with a capacity of up to 580 megawatts. This would be enough to power over 400,000 UK homes. The wind farm will be located approximately 16.8 miles off Blakely Point and 17.4 miles off Chapel St Leonards.
I work for Dong Energy's Environment and Consent team here in the UK. We're responsible for ensuring that all our offshore wind farms are designed, constructed and operated in an environmentally sensitive manner. The role is a very diverse one. Each day is different. One day we'll be speaking to the licensing authorities, obtaining environmental permits. The next day we may be talking to local stakeholders and understanding their concerns. The Wash is one of Britain's largest estuaries. It stretches for around 100 miles from Gibraltar Point to Hunstanton. This huge estuary is very important for local wildlife and nationally significant bird populations during the winter. The salt marsh environment is a very sensitive one. Therefore, we need to consider all environmental impacts. Over the last 6 months, Dong Energy have been considering the salt marsh environment intensely. We've been conducting botanical surveys and geological surveys. As the leading developer of offshore wind in the UK, we have a wealth of experience doing this. We've been building offshore wind farms for around 15 years, so we bring all that experience and expertise to each project. We're very aware of the flood defences here at the East Bank, and we're working very closely with the Environment Agency and the local planning authority to ensure that all our works, bringing the cables ashore, are constructed and designed in an appropriate manner. The proposed export cable route comes ashore just behind me at the East Bank and travels underground across the agricultural fields for around 7 miles. There it then connects to the National Grid substation at Walpole. The actual route was selected based on site-specific surveys and liaison with local stakeholders, and ultimately lessons learned from the Links offshore wind farm. The Racebank project, as well as all our UK offshore wind farms, are significantly contributing to the UK's low-carbon future. Dong Energy is full of vibrant characters, people full of experience and expertise from all around the world in all different industries, but ultimately we all share the same passion for renewable energy and sustainable development. I'm really excited to be working on the Racebank offshore wind farm because I'm actually from the area myself. What I'm most looking forward to is seeing the benefits cutting-edge renewable energy technology is going to bring to the area for generations to come.
Westernmost Rough offshore wind farm is in the final stages of development and would supply enough energy to power 210,000 homes.
Dong decided to locate at Grimsby very early on during the planning for the Westernmost Rough project. It was quite obvious very early on that strategically Grimsby was very well placed for running the construction activities on the Westernmost Rough site. Well, the EPC base is it's the construction management base really, where we manage the day-to-day offshore activities for the actual construction of the wind farm. So we're here for a relatively short period. It'll be about 2.5 years for the construction management base. The O&M base is more long term, it's 25 years, and that, as it says, O&M, it's for the operation and maintenance of the wind farm once it goes into production. At the O&M base, there should be 50 to 60 people employed full-time, but during periods of high activity, outages and maintenance periods, there could be upwards of 100 people employed there. The team members that make up the EPC management team looking after the construction offshore, there's lots of different roles. There's the offshore site manager that looks after the offshore site and the day-to-day construction activities. We've got a marine coordination department that look after the marine activities, the vessel movement, people movement. We've got the offshore technicians that assist with the construction activities offshore, and then the HSE department that are looking after the health and safety of the project on a day-to-day basis. Well, all the team members are based locally, and a great majority of them are from the local area. Living and working in the local community is excellent. The people are very friendly. It's a lovely area to work in, and I've been here for about 2 years now, and I've had a really good time. Well, my daily routine is turning into the office around about 7, checking the emails and catching up what's happened the evening before, speaking to the Marine Coordination Department, find out what's going on offshore, who's leaving to go out to carry out activities, then holding the daily planning meeting around about 8:10. This is where we coordinate what's going to happen within the next 24 hours on site. Yes, I've really enjoyed working on the Westernmost Rough project the last 2 years, and I'm really looking forward to the challenge of the Racebank project in the future.
We have a number of ways to keep stakeholders up to date with our operations during the project. This includes regular newsletters and briefing packs. We also have public events in advance of any offshore or onshore activities. We believe there are a number of ways that the project can contribute to local communities, whether this is job creation, inward investment or engagement with local projects or initiatives. We have a number of other projects around the UK. This includes the Burbo Bank extension and Walney extension in development. Both of those are in the Irish Sea. We also have one project which is under construction, which is Westernmost Rough, just offshore Grimsby. And we have a number of other operational wind farms around the UK. For any more information about the project, community members can either go to our website, call the information line, or email us on the project email address.
Visit the project website www.dongenergy.co.uk and search Racebank. Email racebank@dongenergy.co.uk. Call the free phone information line 0800 111 4478.